Okay, so the other movie that I saw yesterday, was something about some Cinderella story. And Hilary Duff, okay, she was for me, new actress on the scene, a young person. I haven't seen her before. Because I haven't been around, excuse me, I haven't been watching a lot of movies in the States because I've spent a lot of time overseas. I was in India, I was in Germany, and while I was there, I wasn't doing a lot of that media stuff that is so important in the U.S. Okay, because they have a different culture in other parts of the world, which we here in the USA are not aware of. Hardly aware of. Okay, so this was some kind of Cinderella, excuse me. It's a young girl, and it's the classic Cinderella story. Her mother has died. She lives alone in the house of their father, and then the father marries this horrible woman who has two girls around Cinderella's age, and then the father dies, right? And then the stepmother and the stepsisters are there, and Cinderella has to do all the work. Okay, so it's in a modern setting, and then there's the Prince Charming, and the two of them meet on the internet. So it's a modern Cinderella. It's really cute. They meet on the internet, but they don't know who the other one is, and the girl is not accepted by she's not popular, okay? But when you look at Hilary Duff, it's like, how could she not be popular? She's so gorgeous. but it has to be like that. So, and then the boy is, of course, the captain of the football team, and etc. Okay, so they meet on the internet and all of this stuff. And then what was I going to say about this movie? Oh, okay. Oh, I know what it was. The ugly stepsisters and the evil stepmother. Okay. Do you have somebody in your life who really bugs you? Okay, because Cinderella in this movie, her name is Sam, right? The Hilary Duff character. She has to do all the work, and she's working so hard, and she has to do her homework and the homework of her stepsister also, because, this is how they've just burdened her with all this work. She's working physically very hard in the garden, in the house, in the yard. She has to clean the pool. She has to get breakfast for her. She has to basically wait on them hand and foot, and then she has to go to school and do all her schoolwork and be an A student. Okay, and work in the diner, take care of her father's diner, which is now belongs to the stepmother. Okay, so. Is there somebody in your life who's torturing you, who's driving you crazy, who's burdening you, imposing on you, hurting you, shouting at you, throwing abuses at you, beating you? Well, you know what? Those people are helping you. Oh, now you're going to kill me. Okay, look. I've been through a lot of abuse. A lot. Okay? Of course, I haven't been body slammed, I know that that's another kind of abuse. I haven't been through that, not in this lifetime. I did that in the last lifetime. Okay, I went through hell in my last embodiment. So I'm here to tell you, this purifies your soul. All of the things that you go through is a purification process for your soul. Don't worry about it. Try to take it on the light side. Try to see the good in everything. So I'm just trying to, I'm explaining this. Why am I explaining this? Because there are people out there, not in here, there are people in this country, in the USA, and all over the world, who are suffering and may not understand it. And maybe, like me, like the way I was, you feel sorry for yourself, and this is the biggest mistake. It's the biggest mistake of all. But I felt really sorry for myself for years because things weren't going the way I wanted them to. But it's a purification, okay? And your process of purification, when it's complete, whoa, you'll be unstoppable, okay? Think about how it is or how it would be in the world if there was no evil. Think about it. Think about it carefully. Be logical. If you think about it, you'll realize that everything that has happened, that has led us to the next stage, has been as a result of resisting evil, fighting evil, overcoming evil, transcending evil, something like this. So without this motivation to go beyond, what would happen? Nothing. Okay? So evil is not evil. Okay? Because, why is it? Why is it that? Okay, if you haven't listened to my little speeches that I've been giving, you might go back and take a look at some of them. Just pick one, anywhere. But basically, what has been ripped out of our scripture is the fact that we do come in a body again and again. Okay, there's still very few references to it in the Bible, also in the New Testament. People take bodies over and over and over again. If you are alive today, this is not the only one you're going to get. So you don't have to do everything in this lifetime. Okay? You just have to do what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. Just like you can't do everything in one day, you cannot do everything in one lifetime. It's so obvious, you know. And once you get to be as old as I am, or as old as this body is, then you'll know that time goes very quickly. I mean, you just blink your eyes and 30 years have passed. It's like that. It feels like that. Okay? So you can't do everything in one lifetime, and you don't have one lifetime. You have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands and millions of lifetimes. Over and over and over again. It's a fact. I've experienced it. I've remembered it. Unwillingly. It was not my plan that, okay, I'm going to search for my past lives. I never planned to do that. I thought that was the corniest thing that anybody would want to do. I was confronted with it. It was slammed in my face. I had to accept it because it was just so obvious that that's what was going on. So I'm telling you, that's my experience, and to know that really freed me from a lot of fear. You will come over and over and over again until you get it right. But actually there is no right. It's a cycle you go around, and it's a cycle of evolution. And it's a spiral that's moving in a circle and then moving up, 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 up. Every time you complete a circle, you come to a next level, the next level, the next level. You may be seem like you're moving down, okay? But it's actually, everything's just a circle. It's a cycle. You're moving up. You're evolving. You're constantly evolving. Your consciousness is constantly moving to another level. This is what's happening. And you are taking new bodies and wearing them out and dropping them and then taking more bodies. That's happening constantly for thousands and hundreds and thousands and millions of years, okay? So that's what's going on. And get used to the idea that I'm not saying for you to go out and be an evil person or to break the laws now. because you do have to play by some of the rules. You can't just chuck them all overboard. Not until you've reached a certain point in your development will you be able to bend the rules and make the rules as you go along. Some people are able to do that. But those are very rare individuals, and they have a place. They have a role to play. Okay, so what was I going to say? Something else I was going to say. Yeah, I guess just to wrap it up. Evil is a necessity for the development and for the evolution of the spirit. I was going to say of humans, of mankind, but actually the physical universe, the material world, it's all one. And it's not just man, it's everything. It's the soul, it's consciousness. Consciousness is everywhere, even in your computer screen, even in this video camera. It's everywhere. Okay? So, even in what you consider to be inert objects, consciousness exists everywhere. So, it's all about evolution, and what you see as evil it's helping you. So, you don't believe me, do you? But it's true. You'll find out. I promise you.